Go try to talk to my girl. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, wow.
Because what? She's with me. But you tried.
Nice try.
But also, oh wait, you tried to get my girl. She said no, and you gave her free drinks.
And guess what? I'm drinking it.
So welcome back to another episode. It's your boy Sergio's Talks.
We're Matt. I just said Matt.
No, you took an hour to say Matt.
Oh, it's your boy Carl.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on
Patreon.
No, hold on. Ready?
Patreon. That was unnecessary.
There you go.
No, he did like this.
Yeah, I did a vibrato. Okay, you ready? Don't forget to check us out on
Patreon.
Wait, look at my fingers. Hold on. Okay, you ready? Pay attention to my fingers. Ready? On
Patreon.
There's just no L.
It's because he doesn't. There's no R.
Look, it even says.
Or no.
Look, it even says. Well, we're sorry to break it to you, but it's actually pronounced Colonel. Yes, it makes no
Colonel.
sense. Yeah. Look,
So now it's even.
Colonel.
So CR, no L, null. Colonel. Colonel. What the fuck is this?
Gang.
What I wanted to talk about this episode is I want to still keep it lighthearted, but I still want to talk about things that are important because a lot of people love the feedback from the whole gender war thing that we had spoken about. Okay. And there was a lot of things that were said. I think we covered the majority of it. But there was a lot of things that people had highlighted that I found that was really interesting. What do you guys think is the biggest issue that we're facing now in terms of like the gender war or like the divide in the gender? Like, what do you guys think is like a thing that we can do in order to bring us closer rather than keep us from splitting up?
I mean, there's a movement of like this like red pill going on and like man against woman and woman should do this, man should do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I think it's time for like someone or whatever that comes in a different like
Us.
yeah. Like, like just in a different way of thinking and to bring people together. And honestly, I'll just say that this week I posted a reel. And like the reel says, it's not this week, it was actually last week. I don't know if you want to put it like to read it out or I'll put it, it'll take 2 seconds. And we're going to comment on it. So the one that has 638, okay. I'll just read. So pause it.
So it says, women create so men can build. Women nurture so men can secure. Women submit so men can protect. Women support so men can evolve.
So from this, I had like the 2 types of comments. I had so many people that are like, I agree, this is how it should be, blah, 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 blah. And I have the other type of comments that are like bashing me, insulting me, saying like, oh, like, what about women don't exist for man, woman this, blah, blah, blah. And the thing, which is funny to me, is I did this reel not to like say that woman exists for man and that's it. I could have wrote like in a different type of way, said that man does this so woman can do this.
Yeah.
It was more to like actually because the way I'm thinking is men cannot exist without women and women cannot exist without men. Mm-hmm. And that's just a pure fact. Like, I don't know why we're fighting on, like, what about women don't exist for men? Okay, I get it, but we come as two. We don't come as alone. Otherwise, there's just no humanity, or the creation of life would not be a feminine person and a woman person, a man and a woman to have babies and to have a man or a woman. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so it was just kind of funny of like the comments that not funny, but to see the comments of like
the dynamics between the genders.
Yeah, and like people are actually fighting like in the comments.
Yeah,
no, yeah.
So many people, and I've noticed, and like obviously it's another subject, but I've noticed that most people that comment that they agree, they're from more like Europe, like not people from America. It's like people like across the sea in Europe, Asia, Africa, whatever. Most of them completely agrees with whatever I said. Everyone from America completely disagree with it.
Yeah, the West is the one that are having like this whole shift between genders. In Europe, in many places in Europe, it's the woman that kind of says that has the say. You know, in what's done or how the household should be ran. It's the woman that takes charge. You know. So yeah, so that dynamic I feel like totally makes sense. And what I find interesting too is it's like here now, I feel like we've created a bunch of labels for things that mean the same thing, right? We've talked about, men should be more feminine or toxic masculinity, or men are misogynistic. So like we're just giving a bunch of labels. And that's why, remember I told you guys, like I refuse to use the words high value, toxic masculinity, or misogyny or whatever. Because in my mind, like I said, it should be as simple as just you are or you are not a man, right? Because like I mentioned, a man should have the emotional capability and the emotional maturity to know when to utilize what he's best known for, and the same thing should go for a woman. I think men are good for some things and women are good for other things too. But on your note, the reason why I would agree more so with the women part is because you could always tell a man's mood based off of how his woman's mood is of that day.
Okay.
Right? Because like if you what's the expression that you always say in French?
What is it? It's from a song. It's
La faiblesse de l'homme sera toujours la femme.
Sera toujours la femme.
So any time through history, a big way that people would get to who they wanted to impact, they would go through the woman, the queen,
Yeah.
right? That had that much leverage over the king, right? And it's the same premise now. It's like if a man is having a good day, it's typically because he has a nice, healthy relationship with his woman.
Yeah.
And if it's not going well, then he's typically not going to be in the best emotional or mental state, right? But I think girls are a little bit better at handling those situations, which is why, and listen, I this is just me guessing. I don't know this for a fact, but which is why I think sometimes when it comes to going through a breakup, girls have a little bit more of like an easier time dealing with it from an emotional side, because they are a lot more capable of like kind of like disassociating themselves emotionally from the pain of the breakup.
Girls.
Yeah, meaning like they'll be a lot more capable of like keeping themselves distracted. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's say, like they'll like hang out with friends, they'll travel, do all those things. I think guys will like seclude themselves because we don't talk about our emotions. Like I don't come to you guys when I'm going through a breakup necessarily. Whereas girls, they get together, come over.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay, you mean
Chit-chat.
like girls will
themselves.
take the action they need to feel better, where their mans are gonna be like more like
Closed
they're not-
off.
Yeah, closed off or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like a 50-50, because I can already see the comments of people saying like, I think woman gets hurt right, like the breakup happens, she's hurt as fuck like the first couple months, and man is like, whatever, I don't give a fuck, I'll go see there, blah, 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 blah. Not every man, obviously, but then, like, when it hits, like, emotionally, when he stayed closed off for so many months and never spoke about it, when it hits back, and it hit back hard as fuck, and then now, okay, like, it's been 8 months, is it even relevant to even talk about it? So then we that's why we say that men should speak about their emotions, because they're not going to talk about it for 10 months, a year, whatever, and be like, still affected by this relationship. I don't know if you ever seen this video on like this guy going in the street and asking like guys and girls like when was your last breakup, just a bunch of question, and he got to a guy and he said like a bunch of question about like him and his like, let's say, whole phase or whatever, and he says, I can't like get past through any other girl, whatever, because I'm still in love with like this girl that I've met 2 years ago, that it's been 2 years that we aren't together anymore, but I've never went to this emotional thing or whatever. I just stayed closed off this whole time.
Yeah.
Whether girls, like you said, will take all the action needed in the first like couple months, talk about it, talk with their friends, spend some time, it's just gonna like
Yeah.
go
I
up.
do think there's a personality trait that's involved too, because let's say if I just take my personal experience, I was the type to more so deal with the heartbreak, right? Whereas she was just more so like keeping herself busy in the wrong ways.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then ended up like coming back at a given point because she, regretted it, and then we got back together, and then whatever, right? So I think there's a personality trait. But what's interesting, what I found out the other day too, is that apparently women have that kind of coded in their DNA to be able to like fall in love quicker after a breakup. Why? Is because if we thought about it too, back in the days when the men would go out to war, or let's say if they were to get attacked and they would kill the men, they would be taking women as to be a part of their own, right? So now let's say, for example, right, you have your wife, but I killed you in war. Now we took over your city. Now I'm taking her to be my wife. Her, in order for her to be safe and sound, if she has children, whatever, she's going to try to disassociate herself from having been in love with you so she can make herself be in love with this person so she could be protected by this new guy now.
I get now. I see
what I'm
what do you mean from like the girls being able to like disassociate.
Yeah,
I can see it now.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Because like as a survival tactic, if I had a guy now that just killed my husband and now he's taking me as essentially back then was property, I'm gonna do everything that I can to
protect my children,
or myself, and therefore I'm gonna permit myself to fall in love with this man in order to protect myself. And I think it's the same thing for girls also when it comes down to sex. When they tend to not want to have sex with a particular guy, they kind of disassociate themselves from what's happening. So they don't get caught, all caught up in their head, in their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether we're just not thinking about it too. We're just, if we end up regretting it, we'll have post-nut clarity. You get what I'm saying? But them, it's like this is happening. Like, I don't want to be doing this. And there's like a constant battle before it even happens. And then when it comes down to it actually happening, like they just like disassociate from what's happening. And then they just get it over with kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
I think most men also, like, you were saying before, like you realize after for the breakup, when you realize when you see your ex doing better, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, say you've been like secluding yourself, like you're being alone, whatever, and then you see her shining after her breakup, she's feeling better actually. Then you're like, oh shit, she's actually better now. Now I kind of feel like shit because I haven't done anything to be a better guy also myself,
But you see, I wouldn't feel that way though. I feel like if I would have seen my ex posting on social media and posting like all these highlights or whatever, I'd be like, you're depressed. I'd be like, you're actually really sad right now.
Trying to hide it, basically.
Try to like prove something.
Yeah, because we all know what social media is, right?
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, and I've witnessed that firsthand. Like it's all a facade. It's all nonsense. I would be more so like, fuck, she's really forgotten about me if she's not posting anything at all.
That is true. We all know that silence is way worse
of course
anything else.
Because if she's posting things on her story or her post, then you could be like, oh, okay, now she's in Miami. Okay, now she's out with this person. Okay, she's still around Montreal and she's still I could still be updated about your life. But if you're gone, who are you with? Is she sleeping around? All of these overthinking thoughts come into play now. True. You know what I mean?
Past trauma kicking in.
Whatever.
That's crazy.
I want to see your guys' thoughts on something, okay? So check this out.
Guy, they're going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to take a girl out on a date if I just want to fuck her, because that's the thing. They're not going to spend money on someone that they don't want to be with. So as a woman, we feel like, okay, if you're going to provide for me and buy my dinner and pay for me, then that means you're investing somewhat in the relationship and you're investing in me. So we almost see that as like a security blanket. Like if I would go on a date and somebody would say like, oh, let's split the bill. For me, that would translate as like, you're not taking me seriously and like, you're not willing to invest in me as a person.
And when you invest in someone, it could go amazing
or it could go bad.
It could go bad, but that's just the thing with investing is you're gambling.
So, and this comment section was brutal. I was losing my mind. A guy was saying, good try, girls. The time I spend with the woman is what I'm investing. Whether or not I spend money should be irrelevant. And it's ridiculous if that's what a woman would draw the line. Somebody else commented, and what investments do women do? Essentially is what he was trying to ask. The only thing that philosophy is the guy is the only person gambling. So still the guy loses because nowadays women are just going on dates for free food. Another guy says, men want the family, but women want material things. They are not the same. Another person says, interest rates are way too high to invest at the moment. Another guy puts in quotations, independent woman. Another guy says, no woman has ever tried to split the bill. No woman has ever tried to split the bill, wanted to, or cared to, ever. And then, so basically what I think what the majority of guys are failing to understand is that for a woman, it is much more so a gamble for her than it is for a man. Because if I go out on a date with 100 women, I've gone on a date with 100 women. If a girl has gone on a date with 100 men, well, she's taken advantage of 100 men.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm
That's
saying?
That's how they see it.
Right. So a guy will typically, go on dinner with a girl to obviously at one point fuck her. You get it? And so a girl knows that. So now if a girl knows that, oh, this guy is taking me on a date, right? I obviously know that there's an intent at some point because you're obviously sexually attracted to the person that you're going on a date with, right? So her in her mind now, if on top of that, now you're telling me that you want to split the bill with me, and now you're going to expect me to give myself fully up to you after you just decided that you wanted to split the bill up for me. In comparison to a guy that's willing to fully pay the bill for her, shows a different in the investment that the guys are trying to do, right? One guy wants to invest 100%, the other guy wants to do 50, right? We're using the concept of money here, but it all comes down to the same thing. Now, another guy is just saying like, well, what is a guy investing? Well, other guys are asking, what is the girl investing? Well, the girl is investing her time because a girl's value is associated to like her age, right? If she has kids or no kids, how old is she? How close is she to not be able to have kids anymore? So the older a girl gets, her value goes down, right? And also in society, the higher her body count, the less her value. The more dates she goes on, the more she's seen as somebody who's just taking advantage. And the older she gets, the less she's deemed valuable in society. Do you know what I'm saying? So a girl's investment is, yes, showing up, but then she will invest in you in return if she sees you as being the one investing in her.
If she chooses you.
Do you get what I'm saying? So a girl's job essentially is to filter out the bad weeds from the good ones, right? A guy is to compete with other men to be able to score. I'm going to go very far-fetched. It's the same thing with the sperm. It's survival of the fittest. The millions of sperms are going at the same time for the same egg. The egg is essentially also killing off all of the other sperms that are not strong enough to get in. But that one sperm is the one that makes it through. These things are all seen in nature. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we just precise one thing though? The words that you just used, we use like as a society thing. You get what I mean? Because we say like score and all this blah blah blah, so I can see it. But for this video, I definitely do agree with what she's saying. As in like an investment. Well, for all the guys, and that comes up to like a couple episodes ago. For all the guys that are mad in the comments, are the same men that are probably splitting the bill.
Yes, they're splitting the bill. First of all, they're not even getting on dates. One, I could guarantee you.
Because I'm going to use you as an example. Like you're not in the comments complaining.
I'm the one liking the video.
Because you're like, oh yeah, that's true. And you move on with your day because you know that, like, what's the expression that says, si le chapeau te fait, genre,
If the hat fits
If the hat fits, wear it.
Yeah.
Right. So like she's just saying like things, and all those guys talking about splitting bills, now they're super mad. Well, wear the hat.
Reacting, yeah.
Buddy, if you're mad about that, like she's literally
aiming for
proving
you.
the point.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up commenting just because this closely transitions from the last episode that we dropped, right? I ended up commenting, and people were coming at me, but I was ready for it, man. But not many people came after me because I think my points were fairly valid, and I said, I think you guys are missing the point. The investment part is not meant to only be financial. Yes, a man typically invests financially at first to secure the woman so that in return, through dating, she will bear your children one day. Something that as a man, you will never be able to give in return as a mutual exchange is giving birth. Because you can't do 50-50 on holding a child for 6 months. Now, understand, it's not always about, at the end of the day, it's not always about the bearing of the children. It's mainly about a woman's value goes down with time. But a big part of that too, of that value, is one day she will bear your children if you guys date for a long enough time, right? So I said, if every guy is willing to not spend any money or only spend the bare minimum, why settle for you when they can settle for someone who wants to do the investment?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
True.
So it's not the literal reason why they don't want to fuck with someone who doesn't want to split the bill 50-50. It's not about the money. It's about the concept that you're going to want to go half-half on everything because you're going to see me as your equal, and everything in a relationship, right?
Or yet again, it's the same type of guys that would say go 50-50 or you pay this or blah blah, but then expect the woman to submit and I decide and to I'm doing
Just like back then.
Yeah.
Why would she do it?
Yeah.
You didn't show that you can provide, that you can whatever, then therefore she doesn't have to do this.
Yeah.
So like it's funny to me. And you know, like the other girl, she was saying like gambling or like investment. We can even use this as an example. If she use it and gambling, whatever. Well, the same type of guy that sees a company that he wants to invest in, puts the money in, hits the big goal of investment, he's rich as fuck. The same guys saw the same investment, says, nah, it's not worth it. I don't want to lose my money because of this. I did this investment. I lost my money. Investment is stupid, whatever. This guy is rich. It's just a luck. It's just luck, whatever. What do you know about that? He invested maybe in like 5 companies before. He didn't get it. Now he's rich. Same thing as you're dating. You're dating. You go on dates. 2, 3, 4 girls, whatever, 2 times, and then you find the girl that you want to invest your time with. The same way she'll be like, the same way you said, like, she'll go on dates, and then she has to filter out, and then she'll find that one guy that wants to invest. It's the same thing. For the people in the comments, be like, oh, yeah, it's a gambling, it's bad, we're going to end up losing. Well, buddy, that's not, it's life. Like, you'll have like a...
I think girls also think like further than just what's happening. You know, when they think as an investment, they're like, oh, what's gonna happen later? Like if you're my husband, if you're this and that. Compared to guys, they go on dates and they just expect to just fuck the night of. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm taking you on a date, I'm paying for you, so I have to receive something afterwards. You know?
Yeah.
Instead of like just actually I'm doing it now, paying for you, let's say, and then next day. You know, instead of like gradually getting to know each other and having like a genuine chemistry connection, they just think of fucking tonight. You know?
So fellas, we've all gotten ready for dates before.
Yep.
And you never know exactly when you're going to get lucky, right?
Facts.
So what better way to make sure that you might get lucky by making sure you have yourself a set of clean balls?
I like it, Picasso.
I feel you should. I think you should use it right now.
How do you know?
What this?
Wow.
Pause.
It's crazy.
And after you shave your balls, what better way to make sure you have them secured and comfy in a nice package of the Boxer 2.0 from Manscaped?
Oh,
Oh, yo, it says ultra soft. See this? I love it.
Don't hold back. Don't waste any time. Get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0 with the Boxers 2.0 from Manscaped. Use promo code TALKS20 to get yourself 20% off and free international shipping.
yo, I like this. It's super small,
It is.
so it's like so easy to use.
Yeah, you like small stuffs.
That's the thing about hookup culture too. That's a little bit dangerous now. Now girls are put into a position where they feel like they don't give it up to the guy. That the guy is just
wrong.
gonna forget about her
Yeah.
and just go with another girl. So now girls feel the pressure of giving it up earlier than they used to back in the day because they're afraid that the guy is just gonna forget about her and just go find another girl.
Yeah.
That's gonna give it up a lot easier than she is. Meanwhile, the girls that are trying to preserve themselves the most are the ones that are gonna end up being like the best partner. Where the people that are just giving it up are just giving it up for XYZ reason. You get what I'm saying? So like hookup culture is also in a weird societal structure too, where guys are wanting to fuck, right? But then they also want a girl that doesn't want to give it up too easily and that has a low body count. Yet, if they are waiting for the girl to fuck for too long, they're just gonna be like, you know what? She's not giving it up to me. I'm just gonna go find someone else.
Exactly.
So it's like a whole clusterfuck when it comes to hookup culture.
They'll expect to fuck early with a girl that has a different type of mindset. That's
Exactly.
like, I'm not into that. I want to invest long term.
Yeah.
But they're so used to this hookup culture to have any girls that would
100%.
give it up. And first of all, let's put something because it sounds like it's wrong. If you give it up like easily, it's not a bad thing. If that's your thing, there's no problem. As for myself, I've been in a relationship for 6 years and we fucked the first time we met. So like obviously it doesn't mean anything when it comes for like whatever how you think. What I mean by that is for some guys, if they're expecting something as a hookup culture or whatever, and then they go for a different type of mindset with a girl, then they're gonna have like a mur, like they're gonna hit a wall. Yeah, you could just translate. So I wanted to express whatever. They're gonna hit a wall because it's like it's completely different. The girl's not looking for that. But I don't know for you guys, when you guys go on dates, are you expect to fuck after?
No, and that's the thing. It's the expectations that people put on themselves of what they think they're gonna get out of this that fucks with a lot of people.
Which is sad because like I feel like most guys are gonna they're gonna miss on, let's say, a gem that they're not gonna actually invest in, you know. So like I said, that could be the love of your life, and your wife, if you would have taken what the fuck,
Taking it seriously.
if you would have actually taken your time with her, but instead you just said fuck off and just went.
Yeah, because I think and for us that have been around, we've dated, we've been in a relationship, et cetera, we've practiced talking to women, and we've been shut down, we've been rejected, and we've mastered our craft in kind of now knowing the type of girls that we want and that we don't want, right? So now when we go on dates, we are genuinely looking to find a mental and emotional connection with the girl. Because if we don't have that, we don't want you as a potential partner, because that's what we're looking for right now, right? If I'm just looking to fuck, I'm not going to treat you the same way as I'm trying to treat someone, as I'm treating someone to potentially be my wife one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll be clear from the beginning.
Yeah.
From both sides. If you don't want it, I bet if I, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight up.
It'll be mutual.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, for you guys, I'm straight up. If like, let's say if like it's straight fucking whatever, which is fine for you, which is fine for me, I'll let you know like ahead. So we don't waste our time. I'm not gonna try to play you with emotion or make you believe, again, as we're using this word for this episode, as I'm investing with you to fuck, but then after to let you go. That's not like what we're doing now. It's like if we want to fuck, I'll be super straight. If like I want to invest with you, you'll know, definitely. Well, obviously it's like me just growing up and like being more mature.
Yeah, but you guys are both signing off on it, right? So you're letting her know from the jump. So if she wants to stick around, she has to know that she's sticking around with someone who's not even thinking of potentially being in a relationship with that person. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So long as you're being straight up and letting them know, like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. So like, don't get it twisted. If ever they end up catching one day, it's like, hey, like I told you from the jump, I understand that it sucks, but like that's not what I'm looking for. So I'd much rather we cut this off so you can go and find yourself what you're looking for.
Exactly. As long as it's done like respectfully and safely, that's what counts really.
But the thing about like most men now is the average guy is already having a hard time getting on a date, period. So now like the one opportunity they get, they're thinking like, oh, like I got to do whatever I can in order to fuck the girl. Yeah. Right. So they don't go on dates actually trying to get to know the girl. They're just putting their best behavior on in order to hit. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what's a little bit fucked up. And I think men just need to take a little bit of like, they need to slow down. Yeah. Take a step back and, you know, just work on yourself a lot more. Talk to a lot more women, you know, like I said, become just the best version of yourself. So when you date for marriage. You don't just date to date.
Yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, like casual dating or casual sex or whatever. But I think if like you're actually looking for a relationship, don't go into dates thinking that you want to fuck them. Yeah. Go into dates thinking that you want to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? I think one thing that's lacking a lot now, and we spoke about it last episode too, is just accountability amongst genders. You know, like I personally find now, again, no offense to him as a person, but just for what he stands for and how he goes about certain things, like Sneeko, like to me personally, he's gone off the rails. Like it's gone to a point where now he's just belligerently like making and mocking anybody who's trans or anybody who doesn't believe in the red pill philosophy, right? But it's to a degree where it doesn't even seem like he understands what he's even saying anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? It just seems like he's just trying to get hits and views by saying things that triggers the internet, you know? Whereas before he was like on this whole wave of the Andrew Tate and, you know, all these other red pill podcasters. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now it's just... And I think, I mean, from the feedback that we've gotten is that at least what we're trying to do is we're trying to shed some light as to not blame either or gender, but just telling each and or gender to, you know, hold yourselves accountable.
Yeah.
Like our promise is to keep us as men accountable for one another. And I think women should do the same. And I think that within itself will just, you know, help both genders grow.
Yeah.
Can we like, what is our, like, because he just said it, what is our goal? Like our goal, because he just said it into, but if we can put it like more as a sentence, is to like, because I figured like every episodes, well, most episodes, we talk about like how men should act or like the best way they could act.
Yeah.
Woman, same thing, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's like a good, like a wave of, I don't know. help us in the comments. Like, what is the wave that we're giving? Like helping
Like
genders.
life.
I was gonna say green pill.
Green pill. Green pill movement.
Shit.
Green pill movement is both genders. It's not men against women. It's men and women. Green pill.
That would make purple.
No, he didn't say mixing of the
Red.
two.
No, I mean red and blue.
Oh, no.
Red,
just-
blue, purple.
But that's not bad though. Red and blue makes
Yeah,
purple.
no, it's not bad.
Purple
What's up?
pill.
What's up?
Okay,
What
but
you
that
gotta
was
say?
not
What
mixed.
you got to say? What you
Yeah,
got to
it
say?
is. Red
It is
pill and
I
blue
know,
pill
but
together
it's
is
not.
purple.
I didn't say mix the purple. I just
Yes,
said,
you said both gender.
but green makes more sense, and we're not gonna say purple pill.
Purple pill is double P.
PP. I don't know why I said that.
So
Let us know in the comments, green pill or purple pill.
yes,
But also, again, I really sound like a hater, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be. It's just, I'm just speaking with my mind is because that's what we promised that we were going to do on this podcast. But even for someone like the girl, like Pearly Whites,
yeah. It's too much now.
but it's not really
yeah.
too much. But it's like,
It's like a pick me.
well, I'm a humble myself before I say anything about anybody else. I know for some people that I'm not a 10 out of 10, and that's totally okay. But I'm not now gonna talk on behalf of 10 out of 10 men and how they think and their philosophies and this, that, and a third, because I can't. Right? If I don't know enough about it, then I can't speak of it. I can't speak on behalf of rich men because I am not a rich man yet. So the thing about Pearl White, when she starts talking about like women and this, that, and whatever, but it's also like, Pearl, like you're not like a 10 out of 10. Like you're not the type of girl that you talk about men wanting to get, wealthy men or high value men are wanting to get. So like, who are you to speak on behalf of the woman that they attract when you yourself are not a woman that these type of men would want? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you truly respect the guy you're with, like you wouldn't want to do anything that would make him look bad. And it makes a guy like as a woman, you want to make your man look good. Like that's your job. And so when you're dressing like a hoe, going out with your hoe friends to the club where they're all hooking up with guys and then you're saying, oh, they're all doing it, but not me. I promise I won't flirt with anyone, but I'm going to the one place where we're bound to get hit on. It's like you look bad as a girl and you make him look bad. Just
I totally disagree with that.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
crazy.
I think it's a stretch.
It's
Because
really a
my
stretch.
first stretch, first of all, I like when my girl dresses
Exactly. I was gonna-
so fine, and I actually like when she goes in a public place and all the men trying to hit on.
yeah.
All the men. It doesn't bother. I'm a very confident man. I love that. Go try to talk to my girl. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, wow.
Because what? Because she's with me.
Oh,
You
wait.
tried though. But you
Nice-
tried.
Nice try. You know
But
what I'm
also,
saying?
oh wait, you tried to get my girl. She said no, and you gave her free drinks.
Oh.
Wow.
And guess what? I'm drinking it.
That's crazy.
That is
And
wild.
I'm also hitting it.
Also at night. I don't even, bro, all three of us were pretty much the same, but this is advice. You see your girl get hit on, you don't even have to go. To go and put your hand somewhere to prove that you're there. Listen, buddy, stay away. Let her do her thing. She'll come back to you with 2 drinks, full on. She'll be like, hey, daddy, this is for you. And the guy from far away will see her walking with that ass jiggling. Be like, oh, fuck, I want to hit this. And then the girl just sit on your lap with a nice drink.
And then you cheers him from afar.
Thank you.
Salud, salud.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dead ass straight up with you guys, okay? I'm going to be dead ass. When I have a new girl and she's about to meet you, anyone, I always take the same shit. I'm like, you better dress nice. My boys need to be like, she's looking.
She's a
I'm not going to be
she's
like,
a baddie.
listen, my confidence is so high. My confidence with you guys is so high. I'm not like going to be like, oh, my boy's going to get hit on. No, I just want my boys to be like, okay, yeah, my boy, you killed it. I'm not going to be like, no, don't dress nice because I'm scared that one of my boys will be like, yo, what's up? Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
What
you know?
the fuck?
But same thing as we go out, dress nice, bro.
Sexy.
With or without me, like
Exactly.
just dress up nice. Period. Like it's what as much as a guy like wants like respect from the girl, as Pearl mentioned in the video, but you also want a 10 out of 10. Essentially, you want it's like it's something to, it's not like a trophy. It's not like a possession thing. It's like something to be proud of.
Yeah.
The same thing, like if you're driving a nice car, it makes you feel good. Having a beautiful woman by your side also makes you feel good. And not only that, but it makes you feel like you're on top of the world.
Facts.
You know? So yeah, you know, I have no and again, we're talking about wifely women. We're talking about the type of women that are loyal, that are coming back to you at the end of the night, and there's not a chance in hell that they would cheat on you. You get? So yeah, your friends are hoes, they're single, they're doing whatever they need to do, but you're coming back home at the end of the day with me. That just proves to me how much more loyal you are than I thought you were. You get what I'm saying?
Like I don't have to
Even
put you in a box.
Yeah, even with
Yeah.
the bad influence that you have around you, let's say, you're still loyal to me.
Yeah.
You're
But
my
it's the
girl.
insecure man that are telling them to cover up because you're gonna attract attention and then potentially cheat on me. But it's like, if that's the case, then why are you in a relationship in the first place?
If you
Why you're
can't-
dating her?
No,
Why are you dating someone in order to control them?
Yeah.
If you can't date a 10 and let her act like a 10, don't date her. You know what I'm saying?
Simple. You wanted a 10 at first. You got your 10, and now you want to put it in a box.
And now you're crying. What for, bro?
Are you okay?
Exactly.
I wanted a 10. If you guys know me, I want a 10 out of 10. You know damn well everyone knows I have a 10 out of 10. My swear to God, I'm there, I'm not there. Everyone knows this is my girl. I want to show her off. Yo, like you probably know you weren't there, but with my ex, like she would go out and she was dressing nice or whatever, and everyone would not call her by her name. They would call her Matthew's girlfriend. Just that. This is the type of respect that I absolutely love. Just, this is, hi, this is Matthew's girlfriend. And towards the end of the relationship, she was actually getting mad at it. She's like, my name is da-da-da. You can call me by my name. Thank you. But as a man, it was like a good flex. I loved it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So so what else? So she was dressing and say you look bad because you dress bad?
I mean, she even said it. Like, if she represents us, me as a man, whatever, she better dress good and be sexy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she's acting like if, you can't dress like that because your man won't like. Yo, bro, come on now, chill out. Yo, bro, my fault. Shut up.
Damn.
At the end of the day, we're all striving for the same thing. We're all striving to seek and acquire love. That's all that we want. I think we could just drop the fakeness, drop the whole fugazi facades that we try to put on ourselves in order to get with someone else, and that we should just be who we are. You know, just let the person know you from the jump so that they could have a better judgment rather than you just try to bullshit your way through it in order to acquire sex, free food, a bag, or whatever, right? Because, you know, I find myself before, when I was very big into red pill, I'm like, okay, so like, why am I dating? Why am I looking for a girl if I'm just gonna get cheated on and they're all hoes and they're all this? That was my mindset before. And like now, I stumble across these kind of videos that they're not exactly about what I'm talking about, but it just makes me wake up into realizing how far gone we actually are.
Amanda.
1 out of 2 marriages end in divorce. 1 out of every 2 marriages, 50% of people get divorced.
Where?
I don't.
In the United States of America. It does not exist anywhere else. It exists, but not the way it exists here. It's so easy. They have an argument.
Yeah.
Let's get divorced.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Work it out.
They split.
We
that's
did
it.
work out for 65 years.
No regrets?
No regret.
No regret.
No regret.
Mwah.
See, I love that.
It's actually cute. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I
actually-
was
he's
laughing
actually
at a
right,
phone,
though.
laughing, smiling.
Not spying on a phone.
He's actually right though.
He is right.
Like, just fix it. Fix your shit. If you guys are meant to be, talk about it, communicate, and then fix whatever you have to fix.
Like,
On the
that's
long
beautiful.
Run, exactly. On the long run, it's beautiful. It shows like just genuine, pure, true love. You know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Have you guys been married for?
37 years.
What's the secret for being married just 35 years?
Playing together.
Okay.
Never let divorce be on the table.
Okay.
Know that if you put that on the table ever,
Okay.
then pride gets in the way.
Okay.
And so it just isn't an option. and realize that there's seasons.
I was just going to say that, realizing there's seasons to life. There's going to be tough seasons and amazing seasons, and
always have an adventure in mind, like because we always have like we're going to Greece in June, we're going here and there. It's always have adventure
and something you're doing together, working toward together.
So notice how basically what we're talking about, how there's so much of a divide happening among genders, yet the ones that are together the longest are talking about how together they are with one another. Do you get what I'm saying? So divorce is never on the table, but they're constantly doing things together, like which is kind of what we preach about, to always making sure you're going on dates, making sure that you're always, you know, tuning in to your girl and asking her and like really being up to date. You know, I had a client that I was spoken to the other day, and she's been seeing a bunch of different life coaches and psychologists and whatever, and she hasn't felt like she's been getting any progress, you know? And I was talking to her and she was telling me a bunch of things about her life. And the only thing that I could think about in my mind, I'm like, the only thing that I see that's wrong with you is your relationship. And that was the first time that was ever put into perspective. That she didn't realize that the root of what she saw that was wrong with her life was her relationship. And it ended up just being a factor of not being in tune with her partner anymore. They were both working, they were both very busy, and when they would come back, they would either talk about work or the kids, and they were never really connecting with one another again. And I asked her at one point, like, when was the last time you went on a date? And she couldn't remember. And they had been together already for 10 years. So if you come to a point where you don't remember these things and you feel like your life is all out of whack, and now you feel like you're more so living with a roommate than you are with an actual partner, well, then that's when you have to realize that you've lost touch and you guys got to find your way back to each other.
Green pill, purple pill.
Purple pill. I like purple pill.
Okay. Purple
Let
pill
us know
movement.
between purple pill or green pill. Let's start a new movement.
New movement.
Purple
is
pill.
Both genders comes together.
Purple pill content. Come together. We're all seeking love, right? Everybody wants to be in love. Everyone wants to feel love. No one wants to be discriminated. No one wants to be bullied. The recipe is simple. LOVE.
Purple pill.
Purple.
Blow it in the comments. Purple pill everywhere.
Hashtag purple pill.
Hashtag purple pill.
I love
Let's
that.
start it. Purple pill.
Hashtag purple pill. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I enjoy every single time we have these conversations. Maybe we'll be coming out with a part 3. So hopefully, if you guys want a part 3, like up this video. You guys did a killing on the last episode that we spoke about the gender war. If I'm checking it right now, we're at 200 likes. So if you guys want a part 3, we're gonna need 200 likes or more. So don't forget to like it up, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and check us out on
Patreon.
And we'll see you guys next week. It's been your boy Sergio's Talks.
It's your
boy Carl.
And we hope you guys take care.
Baja hasta abajo la baby se mueve. Ella está loca por quitársela.